Okay, so when I started apprenticing, I had joined a shop that was all women, and that was probably one of the best decisions I could have done for myself at that time in my life.
Was this? Why did you do that? Was it?
Well, it actually wasn't on purpose.
Okay.
It was a coincidence. It just so happened to be, right? And that was amazing for me because now I felt really safe all the time. Right, and it's not like I felt unsafe with men, but I was still a little bit like,
no,
if I'm
traumatized.
If I'm gonna spend my entire day with people, let me just spend it with the girls, you
Yeah,
know?
right?
Right?
Where you feel safe.
Yeah.
You feel there's non-threatening and whatnot.
The turning point was actually when I came here with all men, right?
So this tattoo parlor is, are you the only?
I'm the only female here, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ironic.
So that was the part where I started to really see the growth in myself and starting to reclaim myself, because now I put myself back into that position. Like it's a normal position.
Yeah, but being through what you went through, you're scarred.
It was a big change for me, right? To be from all women, now all men, and I've been here for 2 years, right? So that was 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I had only been dealing with or healing for 2 years, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's amazing that you went through that process where it's like, it's almost like you went through to take, the training, you put the training wheels back on of you getting back out there with the girls.
Yeah.
And then once you felt comfortable, you think, okay, let me take the training wheels off.
Take them off,
We'll go around the boys now.
Yeah,
we'll go around the sharks.
With the boys, yeah.
Yeah, we'll go around the sharks.
One of the boys. Yeah.
What advice would you give to someone who feels trapped in an abusive relationship but doesn't know how to leave?
Oh, I've thought about this so many times over the years, and the only thing was the question that they don't know how to leave.
Yeah. Like, what advice would you give someone who feels trapped in an abusive relationship and doesn't know how to leave?
Ask somebody to help you, man. Like, legit.
Open your mouth.
Yeah, open up. Don't hide it. I only got out because I got help. I don't think I would have been able to figure it out on my own either. And I probably would have been too scared. Once I knew I had help and I had people here
in your corner
on my side, I was like, oh, okay, I can do this. It's okay.
Yeah.
Right? Because all of a sudden I wasn't alone anymore. Mm-hmm. Like the way that he isolated me mentally and psychologically in that time, right? Mm-hmm. So if you have trouble leaving, you got to talk to somebody, anybody.
Find somebody you trust.
Somebody.
Yeah. And there's organizations out there, like, again, there's plenty of organizations that you as a woman could go to, and they'll help you, they'll protect you, and so on and so forth. And even navigating the legal side of it, they'll help you navigate that, because there's a whole restraining order and all that stuff you got to deal with. You know what I mean? So
it's such a complex situation. I wish the answer was easy, but it's not.
Especially when you have children too with somebody.
I can't even imagine.
Imagine your child with that dude.
I can't even imagine what that would be like.
Yeah. It's not an easy thing to navigate for women, you know.
Yep.
How did the legal battle impact your mental and emotional well-being, and what helped you cope during that time? Well, because you were locked up for a month, so in that time, like, what was your mental state like, and just how did you?
My mental state, I didn't think I was going to be getting out. My lawyer had prepped me to be in there until after New Year's at least, so I thought I was already going to do at least 3 months, and then I also didn't think that I was going to get bail. I was like, why would they release me? You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's very rare that you get bail. It happens.
Yeah.
But that's how you know the case is weak. When you get bail on a murder charge, you know the case is weak.
Yeah, the circumstances, they're like, we can't.
Yeah.
We could let her out. So my mental state when I was in there, and also I thought I was going to get the manslaughter. So I was already like prepped for that. I was like, okay, 10 years, I'll be out in 6. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, 31 when I'm out. Okay, what am I going to do with my time? I'm like, all right, I'm weak right now. Let's do some push-ups. So let's eat some food. Let's do some drawings. I was drawing on the walls over there. So my mental state, I was just like, all right, I'm here for the ride now. This is where I'm at.
This is it.
Let's do it.
Okay, so you pretty much accepted your
I accepted it.
You accepted it.
I mean, it happened. I did it. It's not like...
No.
You know what I mean?
There's no mystery. There was no
mystery around it. So I was like, well, if this is what the system is, then fuck it. Here I am.
So that's how you coped with that time. Is that you just accepted?
I accepted it. Yeah. That was it.
And
Simple as that.
And I think that's a key factor in life in general, where we tend to swim against the current.
Yeah.
And then that's when you drown. Just go with the current, and whatever happens, happens. You know what I mean? Well, that's.
I can't even lie. I wasn't even in there for long. When I came out, I actually gained weight. Like I was eating. I was like doing. I was straight up.
You rest. You getting rest.
I was getting rest. I was working out too because all I was thinking about was 50 Cent. Straight up. And I'm like, yo, I'm a small girl. No one's gonna mess with me in here. I can't. So when I got out and I started putting my clothes on, I was like, fuck, these are kind of tight. I was like, that was quick.
No, I did the same thing. As soon as I got in there, I started working out because, again, I'm not the biggest person either, So, I remember when I first when I got sentenced, that I got sent to the federal penitentiary. Mm-hmm. It's so embarrassing. I couldn't do the chin up. I needed help. Now I could do it, but it was just those things I had to get adjusted to and just get used to.
I mean, you got the time. Fuck.
Now that you've become a tattoo artist, how has your art helped you heal or express your journey?
Oh, it's so great. Art has always been expression for me. So now being in the shop, being a tattoo artist, and I get to do art every day, because a tattoo's a little different, right? Like I could bang off a tattoo like this in a day, more or less, right? An art piece like one of the ones on my portfolio would take me maybe a few, right? Mm-hmm. Certain ones I did quicker, but let's say on average like 4 days for a piece. Mm. Tattooing is very rewarding because you get it all done in one session, right? Mm-hmm. Unless it's huge. So it's kind of like I feel like I'm banging off a lot of work constantly, right? I have my safe space here, and I have all my art supplies over here. I used to have it at home and make a mess everywhere. Now I make my mess here in a nice little studio. So it's good. It's always been my expression. So
this is like your your therapy. This is your safe. This is where you feel at home.
I lucked out that it's my passion and it's my therapy. I got lucky with that. Right?
No,
double
that's
whammy.
Good. And you said you've always wanted to work here from like when you were a teenager.